Hey everybody, mediacube podcast. Roman here, Ivan here. Happy to see you all. And tonight we're having a special guest. Please welcome Margot.
Hi, hello.
Hi. Why is she here? And what is she doing? And what we'll be talking about tonight. As far as you know, mediacube is global. We, as a multi-channel network, try to bring in as many partners from as many parts of the world as possible. And hence for this, we need people who would develop our worldwide presence as their primary job. This is what Margot does. She's a business development manager. And tonight we're going to discuss how mediacube has been going global, is going global, and will be going global. Because this is really a pretty interesting, exciting story of success of a company from a small country. We're from Belarus. We started here. We're based here. Mostly like our main office is here.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah. So
Still here in Minsk.
Yeah.
this could be a pretty inspiring and encouraging story for all you guys who are at the start of your careers in any business, actually, and especially for those of you guys who may want to join us not actually as a partner creator in any part of the world, but as our business partner in any part of the world. This is what Margot is doing, and tonight we're going to talk about how each and every one of you, if you're interested in joining the mediacube family, can do so and benefit from it.
Yes.
Right. So as far as you guys know, the business model itself is global. Although there are multi-channel networks that are mostly concentrated on their regions or small localities. But anyway, YouTube itself, I would put as a employer, right, does not limit multi-channel networks to any localities or countries or even continents. If you feel like going global, just go global. So, and in this respect, mediacube, I think, can be placed next to top multi-channel networks in the world, like full screen, broadband TV. We're really one of the top players in this market. We've mentioned these figures already, like we have over 2,500 channels and an unbelievably huge amount of views generated monthly by our partner channels, over 10 billion views per month. I mean, this is huge, and we are big. And each and every one of you can jump in and join mediacube family as our business partner. Margot, how can a person do this?
Okay, from the very beginning, I'd like to tell you how we came to this exact position of business development, because earlier we have saw that we have lots of different creators from all over the world. We are present in different continents even now, and we have dozens of different content creators from Latin America, from Asia, from Africa, and all over the world. And that's why we decided that it would be better for them to have a physical presence in their particular region, because in their specific region, because the support will be much better, because they will have it 24/7 as we hear.
Right, may I interrupt you here?
Of course.
This needs clarification. Like, a lot of multi-channel networks are based in one place, right? Because the world is open and you can actually reach out for anybody in the world via internet. So there's no reason in building up your physical presence outside of your main office. However, it turned out so that it is crucial to have your physical representatives outside of your main office, not to be reaching out to creators, to your partner creators only through messengers, right?
Yes, we decided, we made a huge research and we decided that having a physical presence means that due to the timelines, you can also be all the time online. And of course, lots of creators want to have their communication with those people who are from their country exactly. So they trust them more and they have their specific offer because, of course, it's quite difficult to say that all the YouTube creators from different parts of the world are the same. Of course, they are not. And we cannot have that great experience in YouTube creators from, for example, Latin America because we are not there. We don't know how advertising works there. We cannot be that sure because we don't know what are the trends there and so on. And probably as far as we understand this, whenever we have such a great office and such a great part of our company there, it would be much better to advise something to our creators, to help them to grow faster and bigger. And for them, it would be such an advantage that they are not just with the greatest MCN in CIS, but they are connected to the MCN that has their office in there. They can come there, they can watch how their work is going, and so on and so on. And I think that this is much more trustworthy and much more helpful for our YouTube creators in the end.
That's right.
That's right. And I think it's also about cultural peculiarities. When there is someone who's at place at the location, so it's he understands better what kind of content is more appropriate for this or that region.
Of course, of course.
And one more thing I could think of here in this respect is that actually it is based upon mediacube DNA. We do not build only business partnerships, we build friendships with creators. And this is really crucial and very important for creators, say, from Mexico to have a partner, a friend from his own country whom he can call 24/7, speak his or her language and solve their issues in their country. So this is smart and wise. Okay, so what are the countries that we are already in the frames of this business model, and what are the countries that we'll be heading to in the nearest future? Because as far as I understand, there's no reason in opening up an office in a country where there is full screen and broadband and they're competing between each other for the US market.
Anyway, we do have our office in Canada.
One of our offices is in Canada, true.
We should not choose just a country where there are no MCNs because it's quite difficult to explain to all the authors why do they need MCNs if they haven't even heard about it yet. To have the market, we need to have some companies.
Competitors. I mean, this is interesting and this is unusual from a very simple perspective.
Offline market,
Yeah, it's always better when you have no competitors. Whereas in this case,
you can compare with.
In this case,
it's better to make the final decision about who to work with.
Yeah, this is exciting.
And this is exactly about our offer because we are sure about our offer and we know that we can offer much better support and much better supply for our content creators. So we are happy to represent ourselves in those countries where there are some competitors because YouTube creators can just see the difference.
So this way, we're just trying to outplay the local players in the market.
In their game.
That's smart.
Wow. So what are the countries we're already in?
Well, we started working from Brazil. Because we had some content creators that we have worked with for quite a long time period, and they decided that they want to try something new, and probably it was from both sides. So they had initiative, and we also decided.
Is there a local MCN in Brazil? I believe Brazil is a huge market. There should be
lots of local MCNs in Brazil. There are different companies that can represent their content creators, not being an MCN itself, but still something around this. And we started from Brazil. And we understood that this can work. Then we had another one in the Philippines, in Asia. And from now on, we work through almost all the countries in Latin America, Argentina, Peru, Colombia, also Mexico. And in Asia, we work with the Philippines and Nepal. And we work with India already. And to start working with one country from Africa. We will start soon.
Do we customize our offers based on the country?
Yeah.
And if so, what research do you make to make a customizable offer? Because, like if you take Brazil and you just said there are dozens of MCNs or sort of MCNs there. And if you take, I don't know, Philippines. Well, Philippines are big. But if you take a small country from the Balkans or Nepal is big. But if you take Bosnia and Herzegovina, where we also have a presence, right? It is a small country, close linguistically. I mean, they speak their language of their own, and it's not pretty big. The market is small, and probably my suggestion would be that there are no MCNs there. No local MCNs there. So how do we customize our offers? So we, on the one hand, we have Brazil. On the other hand, we have Bosnia and Herzegovina. What's the difference? How is mediacube different?
On the third hand, you have Minsk here, and it's also such a small country where there was no MCNs before. So, of course, we try to do our best, and we try to understand how does it work correctly in this or that country. I know that Roman can tell you a lot about the difference between content creators, because it's not only about MCNs, local MCNs, it's also about the content that authors made, and the quality of content can be so different between, for example, CIS and Latin America.
The approaches are also very different.
Yes, and the money they make from it, and CPMs and so on. So the entrance in this particular region can be, of course, much more difficult than entrance in European market. And we try our best to research all of them, so to try to enter all of these regions and see what will be going on in there next. So I can't say that right now we have some strategy that works on 100%. No, it's not. But we try different things, and for now I can say that we succeed in some of them and in most of them.
Yeah, so it's kind of you're testing out some different regions, then you decide whether to go on. So what is the best scenario, how this relationship evolves in the future? So how should it work, how you envision it?
Okay, so as we see it, we employ a person from the region, a person that we have communicated to before. We decided, yes, he can be the one. We employ him. He has his testing period for 2 months, for example, and he starts linking channels to the MCN. So we give him access to all the tools that we already have, and we also give him an access to all of the tools that can be, for example, existed in their local countries and so on. So they can use everything. We can supply them with advertising, for example, and with different things. And they start working. They start looking for channels. They start linking them. And when we see that the person understand how does it work, a person understands what measure can he take to become bigger and larger, and we see that he's ready to become a co-chief in future, to open up an office, to employ workers in his business. Then we made a prolonged contract for a year, and we start maintaining physical office, physical presence in a region.
So what is the image of the guy or a lady you're looking for?
That was my next one.
Well, for now, there are 2 different ways for us to find it. A businessman who knows the business, and a YouTuber who knows the YouTube market.
Yeah. So what is the best time frame for this evolution from finding someone, and up to the level when you create the office and the region and like a representation, our representation there?
Well, it's really difficult for now to say, but as far as we want this, it will take a year. It would take a year for us to open up an office and to open up a full packed business in a region. So right now we have a business
one
model.
year is the best scenario
Yes.
that you
Yes.
see. Okay.
And of course, we want, in the end, we want those business partners to become someone who will work automatically with our help. So of course, we will help them if they'll need it, but still we want this to become independent office, independent representative in the region. So this is what we will work for the whole year.
I see.
Well, go
Sorry,
ahead.
just-
Go ahead. No,
just
go
one-
ahead.
yeah.
No. It's all yours.
One final
the stage is
question from
yours.
me.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And how long is this initiative? How long ago did you start?
I precisely started from the beginning of this year, so from
I see, so
January
it's just
1st.
just 1 month.
Yes.
That's nice.
impressive.
And you already have
Brazil,
over
Philippines.
10 partners.
right
Yes.
now. That's very nice.
Also, we have those people who would really like to become our business partners, but we understand that for now they are maybe too young or they don't have enough time. We can offer them a model where they can search for channels, and if they will have some base, for example, so they work for no money, they will work for their initiative. If we see that he maintains his own list of the channels that he would like to link, for example, for a month or two, and we see that he's trying and we see that he can do this, we probably will give him a chance also. So there are partners that we are interested in, and there are those people who are interested in us as an employer, yes.
Right. It was. Well, I guess people who are watching us right now and who think of joining mediacube as a nice opportunity, maybe thinking of the business model. What is that? Salary, ref share? How does it work?
Is this information open?
Yes,
You
of
can
course.
just
of
you can
course.
just say salary or ref share, no figures,
Okay.
or mixed model, whatever.
Starting from the testing period, we provide our business partners with salary, a fixed salary, and it's negotiable. And of course, after the testing period is ended, we give them the percentage from all the revenue that mediacube has from those channels that are linked from our business partners. So this is quite an example of business model that we already have, because we understand that from the very beginning we cannot give them the percentage sharing, because the YouTube works like money comes the next month after the YouTube creator earned it, so we can't do this from the very beginning. But if we understand that yes, we would like to work with this specific partner, we give him the percentage from those channels, because these can be the main reason for them to develop themselves, because when they have fixed salary, they cannot be that motivated,
True.
That's right.
True. Right. One more thing I wanted to discuss is, well, actually Roman touched upon this a bit, but I'd like to go on with this. Who's the best candidate? Either it is a businessman who does know business but does not know YouTube, or still is it a YouTuber who doesn't give a damn about business processes but knows the creators around? What do you think?
I have an answer to this question. I understand that those people who are not about business but about YouTube creating, they are really great in short period of time, because they can bring a lot of different channels to the MCN, and it can be a fast success. But if we talk about the long perspective, we understand that those who know how to make business, they probably will be better for this position. But still, everything can change, and all those who doesn't know how to work with the business model will probably learn how to do this, and also all those who cannot be that aware of YouTube trends can learn more about it and become a great YouTube creator maybe one day or something. So
Or vice versa. I think it is more important for YouTube creators to eventually become a businessmen or do something else rather than just creating content on YouTube, because YouTube is pretty unstable. I mean,
all kinds of
YouTube,
content has its lifetime.
right? YouTube success is pretty instant. I mean, a year or two, and then a decline.
Well, there are pretty many cases when it's not a year or two, 5,
Average.
7, 8, but
Still.
no longer than that. I
It's
guess.
not eternal.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
every creator
anything-
needs to think about the future, about how to do business, and how to evolve his
Right.
content creation into something bigger.
yes, of course, if they want to develop in YouTube, for them it can be quite a great opportunity because they do not need to invest their money from the very beginning.
Yeah.
They just need to have time and to have initiative to work with us, and
Time,
we'll
desire and good communicative skills.
yes, and everything else can be provided by us. So.
Do we provide any coaching for?
Yes, of course. From now on, we look for business partners. Then we communicate to them whenever we understand that he or she fits. Then we offer them training about all the tools that we have in mediacube, and also about all the YouTube community rules or something. So they should understand everything that we know to grow this business. And of course, we do this. Yeah.
Cool. So probably the last one, but there are a lot of people right now who would like to apply. How?
They need just to check our website, mediacube.network/partner. It will be added
To the description box, exactly.
yes. And they can read all the information about this specific position and apply there. There is a form where you need to just add your information, your social networks links, and YouTube links if you have those. And that's it. And then we'll give you an answer.
Mm-hmm.
That's
right.
Or try to reach out for Margot on LinkedIn, right? You're
Yeah,
there.
of course.
Okay, let's wind up and with summarizing of what we've just discussed. So, as long as mediacube is a Belarusian company, and our YouTube market is very small, so we've been looking globally. We've been had this global vision from the very beginning, because as long as our market is very limited, and we're always trying to get as many countries as we want. And I think the KPI of reaching as many countries as we can by the end of this year, I think is about 40, 50 or so.
Well,
Wow,
Yeah.
Jesus, this is impressive. 50 countries, man.
This is just the KPI. Yeah,
Wow.
we'll see what we can. As long as 10 countries within just 1 month,
Yeah,
I think
feasible.
it's pretty impressive. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. So mediacube has always been global and is going even more global thanks to people like Margot and her colleagues. So thanks for staying with us today. Have a great day ahead. Mediacube podcast, Rom and Ivan. See you in a week.
See ya. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.